I managed to start with the wrong thing there. I think I managed to mute them all out. So it's like, oh, it's like everything's going wrong. Welcome. Well, indeed, yes.
Unless we can find some way to get her off the throne without necessarily having to commit regicide on someone that can survive having a arrow to the temple.
For the record,
pull it back out again and use it to stab somebody else in the head.
For the record, the Queen didn't teleport away. Someone teleported her away. But everything else she said was about right. She did get shot in the head, pull the arrow out, and stab the person who shot her in the head. With the arrow. All good. How is everyone?
But our combat and everything was finished, right? What we were doing was done. Okay, so we'll recover power points.
They can't hear me.
And now we can go shopping.
They can't hear me. That's why I can't. Everybody hear me? Right. Let's see if I can work out what's going on. Okay. Oh, I'm on push to talk. Hello.
Good evening.
Silly push to talk and talking away, and none of you could hear me. So there we go. For the record, the Queen didn't teleport away. Someone teleported her away. Everything else she said was right.
I said she teleported away with one of her aides. Yeah, presumably it was the aide that did the teleporting then.
Was. Right. Obviously, Aki's holding.
And Kay's at her work meeting, but should be back some point in the next 40 minutes.
Not so great new job if it means she's missing the game. At least the old game, she had to leave early. Yeah, I'm only teasing, obviously.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Normally, they don't work Tuesdays, so.
Right. So, no, anyway, obviously we had that fun and game, so that's all good. And I knew I forgot to do something. Oh, I'm going to have to remind myself. I meant to remind myself how to read the Harrow deck before the game started. Oh, well, not to worry. So obviously, you've had the update like that, and as you as you're sort of something happens, and it calls Cressida away before she continues the conversation, but you get the distinct impression that she wants to have a further discussion with you. But as you head out of the citadel, can I have some notice checks, please? To do this before Thaddeus. Thaddeus isn't with you currently because he's not here when I started this bit, which is useful for me. All three of you notice that Shani is hanging around.
Ah, our friend from the Bank of Abadar.
Indeed. When he spots you, he acknowledges you and wanders over and says, "There's things have obviously with things getting a bit more back to normal, and Thaddeus not being here, remember that, just because it makes this bit a little easier for me." Goes well. Obviously, he thanks you for with the assistance finding the cure for the blood veil, and he says, more and more people are being cured every day, and it's all good. And he says, he also, you get the distinct impression he's also slightly concerned. But it turns out he informs you that it turns out that Vendra apparently was apparently freed. What happened was apparently some people who were identified as having the blood veil at some point was unable to have treatment, came back having been completely cured, claiming that Venger's process cured them. So, although she was unable to produce actual verifiable healing process under under a sort of examination conditions, because people basically claimed that she had healed them, they were forced to let her go. He knows that you were instrumental in capturing her first place, and thinks that thinks that you prevented a number of deaths from her charlatanism, as it were, but against his, he says apparently she was let loose, so he seems to be a bit concerned about that one, but understandably nothing he can do about it. But he thought he should let you know.
Most kind of you to let us know. It's mostly Master Vorka you should thank for the spreading of the cure. It was his brilliance that deciphered it.
Indeed, he turns and acknowledges you.
It just kind of made sense whenever I was looking at it. It's not that I did anything special.
Well, no, it's just that you saved many lives with your quick understanding and interpretation. As I say, I think most of the city is in your debt. However, I'm afraid to say I do not believe that many people will want to acknowledge that a goblin saved the city. But I, however, again, he was you. I'm looking for something now. I'm sure I knew. Yes, it's understood. That's why I couldn't find it. Okie dokie. Well, with that, he goes, my duties do require me to get away, but thank you once again. The meantime, it should be pointed out, Gastus, that you become aware that I shouldn't have closed the character sheet that far. But well, actually, yeah, your belt pouch seems to be vibrating of its own accord.
Okay, I appear to have got a pager. I will check my vibrating belt pouch. I have a funny feeling it's going to be the Harrow deck. Does she want to give us a reading?
As soon as you place your fingers upon the Harrow deck, you do indeed determine that that is correct. It would appear that I've got a name. What's her name?
Zalara.
Zalara.
I think it's Zalara, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Zalara too. Yeah, Zalara. You think it's time for her? Basically, it's obviously Zalara feels it's obviously time for you to perform a reading.
Then we should go somewhere with a table.
And maybe a little more discreet.
Yes.
It does help to actually know.
Can we get back into the old city yet, where the townhouse is, or?
Not officially, but we can, because we have our own route through the sewers.
Ew.
It's the only way in and out.
Yeah, the other way in and out is to get ourselves killed by the Grey Maidens. And that way you don't actually get in, you just end up in the Grey District in a box.
Yeah, well, can't we like put ourselves in some little bubble, or we can't smell the sewers?
Gastus will reach into his pocket and offer Sassras a scented handkerchief. I know you're a gnome, but I'm sure that will be enough to, Well, no, you're unknown. Maybe you need 2.
I accept it. And I put it across my face like a bandit's bandit.
Those handkerchiefs, they smell funny.
It's called perfume, Vorka.
Interesting.
Okay. You, where are you going to head? Are you heading to? Where are you heading for your reading? I mean, you could probably all fit in your. Oh no, you're in the. Who hired a hotel room rather than staying at the barracks?
Sasras hired a hotel room, I believe.
I think so, because I don't like all them, funny smelling soldiers.
Right. I open that up in its own window so I can get with that. Go to that one. Right. There we go. So, let's position things so I can see what I'm doing. Maximum. Okay, so I've shared the deck, which is good. Okay, you'll head to Sassafras's room and lock the door.
And I think we probably have like a little writing table in here, something that, I can drag to the center and we can gather around. Don't sit on my bed, you get
Heroes of Korvosa, my dear friends, I feel the strings of fate tugging once more. The cards are ready to dance again, to remind and reveal. Wait, this is no dance. It is a play. I see the city as if it were but a prop upon a stage, entangled in chains under the shadow of a sinister crown, upturned as if to impale the land itself. Madmen and ghosts wail and caper upon the stage before an audience of demonic beasts, tigers and mantises and serpents, all gazing with hungry eyes. In the box seats are ashen-skinned women with blank faces, and behind them something terrible, something that I cannot yet see. Come, let us see what the cards have divined.
Bit scary, doesn't it?
It never gets strange speaking with her voice, says Gastus, shuffling the cards slightly uneasily.
Right, so escape from Old Korvosa. We are using the books. Okay, right.
I thought halfway through that she was going to go, and lions and tigers and bears.
Bears, oh my!
Right.
That's what it sounded like.
The choosing. First, we shuffle the 9 cards and place them face down.
Ladies, the gray-skinned ladies with no face. That sounds kind of like the Grey Maidens, right?
It does indeed.
Oh yeah, of course, that's right. Eh? That's a good point because they wear those big masks, don't they?
They're called helmets.
Yeah, but it's got a plate on the front of it. It's not an open helmet.
Tigers and mantises.
Okay.
Well, I chose my card.
You did. I was still saying things up, but that's fine. Okay, so Sassafras gets the foreign trader. Okay.
Catfolk and perhaps red mantis assassins?
Okie dokie. So, shuffle the 9 cards for the choosing, then have the players randomly select each of the 9 cards. As each player reveals his choosing, record that character. Yeah, record it. Feel free to interpret the card as the players turn over. Righty ho, that's all good and proper. So that's the unclear future you picked. So for cards representing the future, the unclear future. Well, indeed, yes, the future does seem to show that ghosts and demonic animals plague the living seem to be seen coming through plaguing the inner, plague the living, and in this, basically making life uncomfortable and unfortunate. Innocent. Okay, so Eralat open. So that's Vorka got the joke.
You mean Vorka actually got the joke this time?
Okay. Okay, about the past. I just need just a bit more room that I've got here. Okay. The past. Well, he got the negative past. Well, so far, let's see. For cards representing the future, is there any way you get the cards representing present? Just the ones in the past. Oh yeah. So basically, the centuries have shown many evil overlords, but basically you have the one that drew all of you together has been put down. In fact, I believe his son, even after his son tried to bring him back, you have stopped again. And many people may feel that life is unfortunate and sometimes may well seem as a joke, but the good will always prevail if they have enough self-belief and inner strength. And then we've got positive past from Thaddeus, which was the Wanderer. Okie dokie. The Wanderer is positive past. Well, indeed. The past shows that that people, even those framed for crimes they did not commit, can be vindicated, as has been the case. Yours, Thaddeus. What did you get? You got Wanderer, which would be. Okay. So yeah. That means Tavis went for the positive future, the snake bite.
Ooh. That's a positive future, is it?
Okay. That should have been in the brackets, and then I should put the snake bite in. I'm gonna have to draw for the others. I'll have to draw for the others. Okay. Basically, Augustus, the future seems to hold positive future. Means of fracts are not going to make it. Let the bennies fly. Most unfortunate. Where were we? Yes. So the positive future. Yes. Mantis. Yes, mantises. The future shows that poison and venomous use, evil, demonic creatures with venomous fangs and possibly mantises. Mantises? I can't say that. What's the plural of mantis? Mantises? Anyway, show in the future. Mantises. Yeah, but being of strong in heart and faith, you will prevail. Let's give Aki the unclear present, the Inquisitor. Unclear present, indeed. The problem is I have to do three things at once. I have to make notes of who everything is, then look up what I'm supposed to be making sure I don't forget, and then I'm terrible at this. Sorry, guys. Where were we? For the present. Yes. The oppression and the martial law is coming down upon the city. As of yet, an inquisition has not yet been formed, and hopefully that such a thing will not take place while the churches of Korvosa remain strong. Would you like to pick a card, Leia?
For Leia, okay. Let's pick that one there.
Idiot.
I'm sorry, dear.
Positive present. However, the plague. Many people have died from the plague, but whether or not most of the physicians were complicit in it, or mainly just fools taken in by Gravis, Gravis, the one who was publicly blamed for everything
Yeah.
by the Queen, is unknown. But like the even with the oppression and everything going on, the blood veil is diminishing. Aldous says, "Okie dokie, yeah,
Hooray.
lovely." Right, the idiot. Oh wow! Actually, that's going to be fun. I'm going to look forward to that one. That's a nice one for. That'd be an interesting one. Okay, so that is the choosing. The choosing has been done. Now we reset deck and we deal all the cards, don't we? This time, draw 9 cards and place them face down in a 3x3. This is range. Okay, so the left 3 columns represent the past. Then we've got the present, then the future. And now we calculate conviction. Off you go. So don't forget, if jot down how many cards of the 9 are the suits associated with the current chapter. So we're looking for books. This number determines how many conviction each character receives in addition to conviction received from these cards. Each hero gains an additional one for drawing their card during the choosing, effectively guaranteeing each player at least 1 conviction to spend during the campaign. Gains an additional 1 for... Oh, so you automatically get 1 anyway from the choosing, don't you?
Yeah.
That's going to get a bit noisy after a while.
And then, if any of these 9 are books, we get 1 for each. We all get 1 for each book.
You get 1 for each book.
If when we turn over a card, it
You get
matches the one that we had
you
before, we get another one.
Yeah, agreed. That's my understanding of it as well. Right. So, who wishes to turn the card first?
I will turn a card first. I will turn over Positive Future.
Positive Future, the Tyrant. There we go. So, actually, we're
not a book and it's not my card. Curses.
Indeed. However, I copied their version. Well, I know this is. I'll step to split them all out. A Tyrant. Paternal influence brings pain is the standard reading for that one. So there we go. But obviously, I've already done the bit positive and negative bits, but I meant to do it now, but it doesn't matter. Okay, who's next? I got it the wrong way around, but
Oh, there's a spooky Lone Wolf gets the crow.
Lone Wolf gets the crow, but that's a key. Look about the crow, shall we? The crows. Traditionally, the crows is associated with the taking of loved ones or items. Yeah. Also, actually, you meant to deal, but then there can be the misaligned as well, of course.
I'll go next.
Go for it. The avalanche. That's a key. Cool. I'm doing well on not having to get out Benny's today. Conviction net today. The avalanche. Unrelenting disaster is associated with the avalanche, but disaster can be averted. Brings us to Vorka.
Isn't that the description of our jobs, averting disasters?
Pretty much. Opened the Lost.
Hey, Star, that's me.
The Lost. Loss of identity. But it could also lead to clarity of mind. Again, but that's not looking good, is it? Okay. I'll let one you two pick the last 2 cards. One of you can pick for Leia, one of you can pick for Aki.
I'll pick for Leia.
A Paladin. Paladin. The paladin would be under P. That would help. Standing fast against adversity. Yeah. Now, who wants to pick for Aki?
I can.
Go for it. A book. The snake bite. So that's basically, you have to pick your own card, don't you? You don't. It's not someone else picking your card.
Yeah.
Here we go. That is the harrowing done yet again. Very low number of conviction this time.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I've only got 18 points. I mean, that's not enough.
Just goes to show you're not spending them. I must admit, I was wondering if I should be really even and reset between books, but I thought, no. I think he's just going for who can have the most bennies at the end of the conviction points at the end of a campaign without actually spending any of them. I think that's what he's done.
Joseph, I remember, spent all his, had saved conviction and spent them all in that last big combat.
Well, that's the idea. That's how it should be. Okay, so let's have a look at the calendar. Where are we up to? Let's move it on to a couple more days. There. It's Oath Day, the 22nd of Erastus. Waning gibbous moon. So it's all good. So, basically, it's the following day before you receive an urgent request to meet with Cressida. Only one guard is standing at the citadel, the same as the other time you were here, which you thought was a bit strange, and none are training in the large inner courtyard. The citadel's halls are silent and empty, with refuse and trash scattered here and there. Obviously, you noticed this before, but I forgot to mention it. So.
Yeah.
Dust gathering in empty barracks and an overall state of creeping neglect hanging over the place like a pall. Cressida Croft looks haggard and tired when you arrive. She ushers you into the central keep quickly, leading you into a smaller meeting room in the depths of the keep. A doorway that, when opened, reveals what appears to be a room filled with fog. Beyond is a plain-looking chamber, a single long table on which sits a small closed coffer, and enough chairs for the 5 of you. Probably actually would have been 7 chairs, but obviously that's enough for the 5 of you. If anyone wishes to make an occult roll, they most certainly could do so. Okay, Gastus and Thaddeus and Sassafras, you all determine that this chamber is protected by an enchantment that keeps anyone outside of the room from seeing or hearing what goes on within, either through mundane or magical means. Even after everyone is seated,
Talk about the queen.
he speaks in a low voice. Now, it does say this is long, so here we go. In fact, it's called The Situation Long with 3 zeros and an exclamation mark.
Korvosa is dying. No, strike that. Korvosa is being murdered. Killed by our queen. The evidence you've uncovered that links her to the plague is damning enough. But now that she's disbanded the Sable Company and reallocated our own funding to the Grey Maidens, she's more in control now than ever. I dare not move against her, as my guards would be executed to the last fighter by her Grey Maidens before sundown. But she must be stopped, and I know of no one else but you to do this deed. Whatever foul magic the Queen has wrapped herself in is obviously of the highest order. Endrin's aim was true, and his shot should have dropped her. I had feared he was going to take matters into his own hands like this, but hoped he would find it within himself to find a better route. If only he could have waited. But there is hope. You see, Vencarlo Orsini's been one of my most trusted sources of information regarding the public. It's hard for an officer of the Korvosan Guard to get honest opinions from the citizens, and Vencarlo's observations on these topics have been a godsend, particularly since the plague started. When the Queen quarantined Old Korvosa, I'd feared his messages would end, yet he managed to find ways to smuggle updates to me every day. Recently, he wrote of discovering something of vital importance regarding the Queen. He mentioned something about dark magic, and a pact with the devil, but until the events of this morning, I found his claims difficult to believe. But even more astounding, he'd hinted he'd found a lead on Seneschal Kalapopoulos, and implied the man might still be hiding in Old Korvosa. That was the last I heard from him. It's been several days, and I've started to worry for his safety. The rumors about riots and gangs seizing control of entire neighborhoods in Old Korvosa are disturbing. Clearly, the plumes of smoke we all see rising from fires on the island are proof that as bad as things are elsewhere, they're probably worse in Old Korvosa. I can see a time in the near future when the Korvosan Guard is disbanded as well. Even now, I lack the resources to mount my own investigations, which is where you come in. Trusting you may have been my best decision over the past several months. For your group holds the possibility of Korvosa's salvation. I ask you to seek out Vencarlo in Old Korvosa and to learn more of what he's discovered about the nature of our Queen's increasingly violent and destructive turns of personality. Ironically, you should actually be safer in Old Korvosa, since the Queen's quarantine has cut off the island entirely, and word on the street is that she plans on leaving it to rot. She won't think to look for you there if you maintain a low profile and avoid confrontations with the Grey Maidens. Once you contact Vencarlo, we can only hope what he's discovered will suggest a course of action we can take to save the city.
Why would Seneschal Kalapopoulos be important? Surely we...
Doesn't- I don't think she knows either. That's the interesting thing. Or does she? Well, he was the Queen's Seneschal.
Yes, but
So, well, he might have information about what's going on inside the castle, I suppose.
If he turned on the Queen, that would explain him being in hiding.
certainly interesting that Blackjack hasn't made his name known around the city, especially since the trial of the fake Trina Sabor.
Can only assume that Blackjack is focusing on Old Korvosa, for no information is coming out of there other than what he's getting from Vencarlo. She knows you've got a way in, so we won't worry about that bit. I think this one might be of use.
I have no idea who he truly is.
Okay,
He might know where Vencarlo has gotten to, but the same...
that's not what I was expecting. Try some priorities first, sorry.
As much as knowing what happened to Vencarlo is important, discovering Kalapopoulos should be your highest concern. He might know more regarding the Queen, and could provide a legal option to reduce her power, or remove her entirely.
Ah, there you are. That's on there.
Then I will come back to the lift to you. What's that one?
Let's try that one. Sorry, I forgot to my plane mode and check them out.
Your first
I'm sick.
destination should be Vencarlo's house, near the Orsini Academy. If that fails to provide leads, there are rumors of a new leader calling himself the Emperor of Old Korvosa.
That's when that one comes in, so.
I have no idea who he truly is. He might know where Vencarlo has gotten to, but the same rumors say he's dangerous. So use your own judgment.
He might know, eh? Might know
I
where
have a small
Carlo's
cache
running.
of
Sorry,
healing items
didn't mean
that
to press
will
that, sorry.
help.
He might. No, wait, she just doesn't spread. So, heard rumours about the new leader is in power, calling himself the Emperor of Old Korvosa. Hasn't been able to determine who this man is. If Vencarlo's not in his home, meeting with the island's new self-appointed ruler might turn up help on the Swordmaster's trail. But basically, yeah, he's a dangerous man. Important as is, obviously the Seneschal's more important. Yeah, here we go.
I have a small cache of healing items I would like you to take. It's the least I can do, considering the risk you're taking.
Won't your guardsmen need them if you're sorely underfunded already?
Well, I think the implication is the guardsmen, basically, she didn't even send the guardsmen out onto the streets anymore. That sounds like also most of them have gone anyway, in fear, because obviously it's under martial law. So now under the terms of the martial law, I think basically the guards have realised the Grey Maidens are gunning for them. So he's not putting them on the streets.
And with the leader of the Sable Company being so brutally executed, it probably scared the bejesus out of anybody who was lingering.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, let's put it like this. She hands over 4 potions. There's 4 potions of major healing, 3 potions of minor relief, a wand of healing, and a wand of invisibility. If you don't want to take some to leave them for her, she won't say no. But obviously, that's what she's able to scrounge together.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, unless somebody else wants to handle the wand, I'll take the wand.
Feel free. It is of less use to me.
I'm more of hers. I think it's her sending you out the door, but get it out the way and then I can worry about any questions you got.
With that said, make haste. The Queen will not take long to recover from the indignation of the failed assassination. Once she does, I fear things will become very difficult for those who remain in the city.
Obviously, you can ask more questions, but if there's anything you want. Yeah, obviously obviously you've got a way in and Cressida knows that, but you obviously other ways that she does know you've got that, but if she does go on to actually she will say ways in just in case something happens or that way's discovered or for any reason. So
I recommend swimming or taking a skiff from the northern banks of the Jagar to infiltrate Old Korvosa, optimally under cover of darkness, although I'm sure you have your own methods.
Obviously, yeah. So that's the other way she reckons you could get in on the at night if you need to. But as she says, she's sure you got your own methods. She says that with a bit of a grin, meaning you know damn well she knows how you're getting in and out.
I think we should let her know what the route is, so that if any of her guards need them, they can use it as well.
Yeah. Very reasonable of you, sir.
I grabbed a couple of the potions because
Absolutely fine.
for somebody who's even barely conscious. If you
Yeah, I've grabbed a couple as well.
Obviously, you probably haven't spent much time there, especially because you've been out of the city. But yeah, but
we may have to remove some squatters. Then I imagine.
But you speculate that obviously you speculate it was bad when the quarantine was first put in place, but you think you fear things are getting worse. I mean, the king's death and the plague were bad enough, but the destruction of the bridges, probably the destruction of the bridges and the fact that basically before the bridges were destroyed, all any forms of official law and order were basically removed from Old Korvosa before the bridges were done, and they've been abandoned. So it's basically, you already saw the early signs of it, but basically Old Korvosa will have descended into pure anarchy.
Then I suggest we gather as much food as we can before we make our way to Old Korvosa as well.
It should also be pointed out that, as was hinted in there, it is quite clear that there have been numerous fires in Old Korvosa, and there is always a pole of a black smoke over the city. The numerous fires that have been started. Some of them appear to be Looks like Bridgefront has suffered the most under. Basically, Bridgefront, from what people have seen, seems to have been the one that's suffered the most. That's the information that Carlo's got out.
Mm.
And it's also It's also in So as I say, this Emperor of Old Korvosa's basically the one who's basically taken it upon himself to rule Old Korvosa.
And might be able to let us know what the hell's going on there. Of course, if he's in charge, he's probably not going to want to give us any information.
Well,
Just
has
for
it
the
occurred
askings.
to anybody that this person might also be the missing seneschal?
Possibly.
Are you leaving the room? Am I handing back the remaining magic items to Cressida?
No, because this wand of invisibility might be really flipping use. And if nobody else is gonna, I like wands.
I expect Leia would probably take a potion of healing.
Okay.
Possibly the potion. Well, any of you who have arcane magic might want to grab one of that other potion of minor relief, because if you have a bad
Aye, that's a good point. So
yeah, because a spell that goes bad will load you with fatigue, and this would help you at least get through.
But I mean, I'm studying magic, so once, yes, but I don't know. Duck will have to explain it to me. So you're probably better off with wand of visibility.
Has the Gilded Orrery and other shops of magical doohickeys been updated?
That's a very good question, isn't it? Shall we have a look? See.
I mean, we like to leave stuff for her people, but like we said, most of them have probably already, kind of filtered back into the population, and we're on a mission, so we got to do what we can to keep ourselves alive if we expect to succeed.
Oh, right on a stick. No. No. Unfortunately, they probably haven't in this bad time of
forgetfulness.
Well, we need to.
No. As they've broken my magic item module.
Ah.
Because of course it was designed before they changed how modules work, and they didn't actually share how to fix old modules with any that I'm aware of. They just said they just don't work anymore.
Well, we might want to at least stock up on
Jiminy, he knows how to fix
it. Like Gastinius recommended on provisions, especially like things like dried meats, because dried meats are light, can be reconstituted, and they won't go bad on us. Not that Vorka cares if it goes bad, but that's Vorka. The rest of us like our food like reasonably edible.
Well, can I use my 5,000 gold piece promissory note that I have from the Queen to
do you know what?
to purchase the Ring of Protection from the marketplace? Oh no, we're not. We'd have to leave town to go to Haas, wouldn't we, to the marketplace? Damn it.
You know what? I was just about to say we should spend those promissory notes as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's why I wanted to update. That's why I'm really annoyed my modules bust. Oh, hang on. I have a crazy zany.
Because at the end of the day, it's
their
just a
idea.
credit note. It's a credit note, and who's to say that it's all going to go to pot? It might be completely worthless by tomorrow.
Mm.
I have a crazy idea on how to make it work. The only problem is I've got to work out what I called it.
What? Just open the individual tables.
No. Well, actually, yeah, it's actually in the module, isn't it? I just automated it. I'm an idiot.
Well,
there are tables on it.
Yeah, so if the module's not working.
Purchasing Magic Large City.
Yeah.
Just while it's on my mind, if the module's not working, then all you need to do if you still got the markdown is just remake the module. Job.
I don't think I've got the markdown. That's the problem. I don't think I marked it. I don't think it was a markdown module. I was just going to load it into my old one, but yeah, sorry, I forgot. I basically what I've lost is all the tables because I added in all the tables to generate the weapon types and everything else. All I've got to do is remember. It's a module. I'm looking in extensions. No wonder I can't find it. Okay. Cool. This is the problem. When you've got 510 modules, it's very hard to
You
find.
called it Pathfinder for Savage Worlds, purchasing magic items.
Have you got a copy of it? Have you?
Yeah, I've just run the large city one.
How come it works in yours but not mine?
I don't know. I've just run the large city one. I've got the
Because
list
it
of
doesn't
everything.
like you.
I've got the list of everything but it didn't output to the parcel. But I can read down the list.
Oh, that's because you're not. Did you use the You're supposed to use the story templates, aren't you?
Yeah, I just clicked on the.
Oh, do you know what? I've just realised I'm being an idiot. It does still work. I never made a reference manual page for it, so I just have to go into story templates. And they're not there.
So I just loaded the table for a large city.
Maybe that'll work. You know what? I don't know why yours works and mine doesn't. It's really freaky. Try a lot now.
But it's done all the sub tables to say what's available and everything.
Yeah. So why is my version not working after us?
Don't know.
Yeah. Oh well, I'm wasting too much time here.
Well, Sassafras is going to buy as much dried meat, dried fruit, cheeses, things that keep well, as she can afford.
Be my
as
guest.
is available in the city.
Yeah, I mean, I much as I'd love to have the extension where you can just buy items from the you can buy items from the shop lists, if that makes sense. Work. Version sound. I don't know where. I don't
They
know
must
how.
have done another upbreak. Oh yeah, I got hit with 2 upbreaks before the game today. So
I'm in the strange situation where I might have to get you to send me back the module.
Righto.
Because it's really weird. It's really, really, really weird in the fact that purchasing magic items.zip, I sent it to you. In 2021. No wonder I couldn't find it. So it's really weird. It's showing up in my module list, but it's not actually showing up modules folder. So I don't know what's going on there. I'm very confused.
Weird.
Rename it to a .mod. Yes. Copy that.
Aye, but did you vault it?
Why would I vault it?
I don't know, but I'm just saying, because then it won't be in your modules folder, will it?
Oh, I see what you mean. Did I? Your good point. It's possibly included. I possibly just bunged it in with a rule set for free. It's a very good point. Maybe that's what I did. Which means I still won't make it work because if it's a vault item, I'm screwed. What did you roll then? I have to trust you.
Okay. So
that's what it is. I've got a vault version somewhere. Bloody hell! I thought I got rid of all the vault versions.
Let me just scroll back up to the beginning. So there are 5 healing potions.
Okay.
So if it's a vault version and it's thrown in with the rule set, an SVN will get it back.
There is
that's not what I'm talking about. The issue is I can't run it. I can't run it without deleting the vault entry right now, so I can't do it.
There's a minor healing potion with neutralized poison.
So 5 healing potions, so that takes it up to 6.
Yeah, a minor healing potion with neutralized poison.
Minor healing potion of neutralized poison, eh? Okay,
A minor potion of boost trait, though it doesn't say which one.
those potion of minor healing with neutralized poison. Let's roll a d6, and we get a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That'd be a skill.
It will be.
5 attributes and then your skills.
Exactly, agreed. Let's have a look at the skills. How many skills are there these days? 1,
About
2,
20.
3, 4, 5. Yes, roll a d20. I hit my d20. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Potion of boating.
Fantastic.
Well, I mean, if we're going to try and get back and forth across the water, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, agreed. But it's a potion of boost. Yeah. Actually, in fact, you know what? I'm going to set it up as 200 one. So it's a major boost trait boating. There we go. What else?
We have got a potion
Is that-
of a major potion of relief with restoration.
Major potion of major relief of restoration, which means that's a 400 gold piece. Major relief.
A scroll of sloth with strong.
Okay, scroll of sloth with strong. Okay, done.
A scroll of sloth without strong.
Okay, there we go.
A potion of minor protection.
Potion of protection mine.
A weapon with a 2 enchantment.
I see. Now you might have to. You have to go and roll on the. That's where it should go off and randomise whether it's melee weapon or ranged weapon and all that stuff. You see, it didn't do that because you rolled it from the table rather than the template, which is fine.
Yeah, I rolled it from the table rather than the template. Yeah. Hang on a minute, but I can. So melee. Do we have weapon type? Determine weapon type. It is.
It's to show me what you get. Actually, I didn't realise it's coming up on your screen.
Is it showing you as well? Then yeah.
Yeah. It's a spear. And what was it? It was a weapon of how many effects?
Two enchantments. 2 enchantments.
2 enchantments. Enchantment. Okay, enchantments. So we obviously that makes it mastercrafted first things first. So we're going to put the mastercraft weapon in. There we are. We have a mastercrafted weapon, which makes it cost 300 gold pieces. And
it says it's one-handed. It's vicious.
Oh, there we go. Vicious.
Yep.
Vicious. Okay, so it's a vicious spear. I've got to actually call it a vicious spear.
There's also dust of appearance available.
1,000 gold for that one. That okay. Gilded orrery doesn't do weapon, does it? So where are we going to put that? That's
I
going
think it
to
does.
be...
It's got a weapons tab, hasn't it?
Oh,
no,
yes,
the
it has...
gilded orrery doesn't.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It does have a weapons tab. So I'm just putting it all in. I'm just putting it all in the gilded orrery. It's easier that way. Dust of appearance. Okie dokie. So that goes there. We go.
Armor with a 2 enchantment. So it is breastplate or plate mail. Do you want 1 2 enchantment or 2 1 enchantments?
Bang on 50%. So 1 2 enchantment.
1 2 enchantment for armor. We have plate mail or breastplate of etherealness.
Oh, Jesus, that's going to be expensive.
Just a bit.
Oh hell! I've just had a nasty thought. What was the other one? It was a spear, wasn't it?
Spear of viciousness.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I didn't copy it. Once I drank,
Which
if I
is
drank,
very different. Yeah, very different to a viscous spear.
now I've copied in there. Yes, I know. I can't spell vicious. Anyway, so this is etherealness, which cost 49,000. So that's 49,650 gold pieces for an ethereal breastplate.
Yeah, can't afford that one.
Etherealness. Okay, so that is as the enchantment. So that's masterwork armor. That means it only needs a D8 to carry it. Add in the etherealness. There we go. Anything else?
That's it, unfortunately.
Or I'll roll another weapon. Why not? I'm feeling generous.
Another weapon, I'd rather roll another random magic item because they're always cooler.
Oh, go for it. Go for it. I'll allow a random magic item. Go for it. I'm feeling
Okay,
nice.
let's see what we've got then. Planes, no, that's encounters. We want... No, not melee weapons. Oh, I think I need to go on another page.
I have to work out what all that is.
Other items. There we go. It's other items has brought up a bloody shield. We want
Oh, well.
wondrous items. That's what we want
Yes, you do want wondrous items.
because they're all the fun ones. A
Luckstone.
stone of good luck.
20,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, a
Okay.
little expensive.
Who's going shopping?
How long will it take me to ride out to Haas?
It was a day there and a day back, wasn't it?
Okay, I want to ride to Haas.
Uh,
I want to buy that. I want to buy that ring of minor protection.
um, higher or high? Right, here we go. Okay, 34%. Just okay. Odds. Low, evens, high. Yeah, it's okay. It takes you a whole day to get out there. It's still there.
Right, I'll buy that. I'll buy that, and I'll
and get why don't you get the wand of detect arcana while you're there?
You best give me your promissory note as well, then.
A promissory notes don't work outside the city.
It's still under Korvosan law out there. Is Haas?
No, that was the whole point. They were taken to Haas to get out of there. Take them away.
All right, no problem. I've got enough for it anyway.
I know you. I know you do. I'm just pointing out the promissory notes won't be accepted outside the city. Not at the moment.
Right.
all
The
I'm trying
rest
to
of the promise. Well, my promissory note is going to go on stocking up with food and other stuff then. Unless somebody needs it to have 10,000 to spend in the city.
You did. That went wrong.
But yeah, Thaddeus, if you give me the money for it and it's still there, I will certainly buy the one for you.
So is it 1650? Aye.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you'll put me in the shop at some point.
I will put you in the shop. I'm just because you can all ride out there, of course. Inventory. This just has 19 platinum pieces. You ain't got enough gold to buy that.
Yes, I
Bring
do,
up
because
protection.
I took the 4,000 off manually and then realised, no, you're going to do it in the shop, and I'm just putting it back on again.
Oh, fair. Okay. Platinum. And your silver. Purchase. Not enough funds.
Really?
I have to borrow some money off someone.
Yeah, curses. I was.
Hang on. I'll be nice. Hang on. I possibly clicked the button twice. Still not enough funds.
Wow.
Oh, hang on. I know why. Let's try that. Still not enough funds. Damn it.
Still not enough funds.
Vorka can give him his 608 gold Pete wrist, 680 writ as well, if that's what the problem is.
Can I convert 19 platinum pieces, please?
Okay, I'll give you. You give him his. You give him his. There you go. Right. 126. So 126 divided by 5 is 31. 10 platinum pieces, isn't it? So that would be 12 plat. Right, Thaddeus, you. Right, Sagastus, you get 6 gold back.
Mm-hmm.
And 9 silver.
Yep.
And no platinum. Thaddeus, you lent him some platinum pieces. You get 12 platinum pieces back. Okay, via the shopper. And move Thaddeus into the slot. And Thaddeus wants the Wand of Detect Arcana. Thaddeus has 12 platinum pieces. 12 platinum pieces. Why aren't you working 12 platinum pieces? There we go. 7,000 gold pieces. There we go. Purchase. Yeah. You end up with no platinum and you get 5 for 5. Ooh. She can lock the gold pieces so they.
I wish you could do parcels.
Yes, I know. There is another shop. I own a different shop. The one I own a different shop. Does anyone else want to go shopping while you're in Haas? It's a village. If you want to roll on the village table.
Sure, I'll bring up the village table. Shops, tables. Purchasing magic items. If this place has got an immovable rod, Leah will definitely want to buy it, but it's probably not going to. Purchasing magic items. No, that's the city. Archity Village. Pass has
2 healing potions. I'll make that 3 healing potions of minor
a
healing.
potion of major healing.
Okie dokie. Items. Yeah.
And a shield with 3 enchantments.
3 enchantments. Wow.
It is a medium shield. It is an animated medium shield. Unless it's got 3/1 enchantments instead.
Yeah, let's get. Actually, no. Let's get. What's an animated shield do? It flies clear. But no, an animated medium shield sounds fun, doesn't it? Animated. So, one in stock. Now I can edit it. So that would be 150 for being master crafted. Armor. And then 10,000 for being animated.
For being animated.
Let's round it up to a nice. Let's round it up by a gold piece. Give you a medium animated shield. There we go. That's what it was, wasn't it? 2 healing potions and 1 magic shield. Okay, so looking at it, there is an accurate sling. There's a zombie dagger bane. There's an animated shield. There's potions of major healing. A potion of environmental. 2 potions of environmental protection. Potion of growth. 1 potion of growth. 3 potions of minor healing and 1 potion of intangibility. There we go. Otherwise, you can head back. So that was a day to
Yeah,
get
oh.
there,
On a day to get back.
and a day to get back. Okay. Does anyone wish to shop in the Gilded Orrery?
No, I can't afford it these days. Well, I might be able to, because I've still got the promissory note. but-
Still got the £5,000 promissory note, yes.
Now, if we want to be really silly, I'm more than happy to put my £5,000 promissory note with somebody else, and possibly a third somebody else, because there's a Rod of Wonder in the Gilded Orrery.
Well, I'll put that in. I'll put mine in.
Funnily enough, I was sure you would, Elspeth. Is that you laughing, Kev?
It is me, a Rod of Wonder. That's scary.
A
You're
Rod
going
of
to-
Wonder in
in
Rod of Wonder in
Elspeth's
Elspeth's
hands.
hand.
I'm a
Yes.
student. I'm curious.
Well,
Ah.
you'll need your promissory note and an extra 2,000 gold pieces.
Butterflies pour forth and flutter around for 2 rounds.
How do I pass the promissory note on?
We just tell Kev we've done it, I think.
Yeah, I trust.
Got
Well,
mine.
did I
And
not? Are they not? Did I not actually give you items for them?
I don't think you did. I think you just.
That's
They're
fine.
under currency. They're under currency.
Oh yeah, they're under currency.
Ah,
So
right.
you
Yeah.
probably can't. You might not be able to transfer them. You just tell me that you've got one, so that's fine. So your sassafras is giving it to Gastus. Let sassafras buy it. So you give it to.
I don't actually have a promissory note item or anything. I just made a note that I had one, but
That's fine.
can
That's
delete that note.
that's absolutely fine. I don't have a problem with that. I know you all had one.
Okay, and if you give me yours, then I can buy it, and plus, because I already have the 2,000 gold pieces.
So
I
if I
don't
could-
spend a lot of money. I like going and finding cool stuff when we're out, adventuring. But
we go. You now are the proud owner of a Rod of Wonder. Gosh, help us all.
I got to do something. I mean,
Caden Kylian would be proud.
So, rods recharge, don't they?
No, it's staffs that recharge. I think. I'm not sure if rods do as well. Staffs certainly do.
Staffs charge, don't they? Yeah, Rod.
Yeah, rods. I'm not sure that they do.
Maybe have fixed that magic, don't they?
Rods don't have charges.
Yeah, they don't, do they? That's scary. Okay. You
And he's
get-
treated and he's also treated as a light club. Rods can also be used as a weapon, as a light club.
Okay, well, there we go. A Rod of Wonder is a strange and unpredictable device that randomly generates any number of weird effects each time it's used. Activating the rod is an action. Use this device in only the most dire circumstances. It's just as likely to empower a foe as it is to vanquish it. There you go.
What have we done?
I don't know. Right, entering and exiting Old Korvosa. And now,
you
bird.
got to admit, giving it to
British sounds like-
Sassafras wasn't as bad as giving it to Josa would have been.
Evening. Why this evening? You made it before they do anything meaningful. Not sure why
I take
bone
it that
bridges.
there wasn't what I wanted in the shop.
Right.
No, what you want is not in the shop. But
Okay.
there are things you can buy from the Gilded Orrery if you want to.
I'll save up and hold on until one is available.
Aye.
Don't forget, you have a
We
fight.
used-
Yeah, technically
I
you've got
think
10,000
Vorka
gold
wants
pieces.
to pick up that scroll of sloth strong.
Okie dokie. Let me go back to shops, the Gilded Orrery,
Sorry.
and pop. That's okay. Vorka, you're in, and you want. Actually, you can buy it yourself, can't you? But anyway, there is a scroll of sloth with strong, and then we find your inventory. Do you want to use your platinum or hold on to your platinums?
I think I want to hold on to my platinums.
Okay, purchase. There you go. You should have a scroll of sloth. Yes, scroll of sloth with strong. Does anyone else wish to go shopping in the Guardian?
Looks like that's a no.
Thank you, that's a no. Right. Okay. Now it's that. Oh, damn, did I just close something? I didn't mean to. Yes, I did. We think we found... Okay, so you travel through the sewers. It's relative... The travel through the sewers is relatively uneventful. Although I think we would be remiss in not seeing if anyone could critically fail an athletics check and exit the sewers a little more smelly than they entered the sewers. Don't worry about if you fail, because obviously
Vorka is very used to moving around down here.
You know what? I'm going to use my free reroll just to see if Kev can get his critical fail. No.
That's fine. Oh, good, I have got it.
If I'd have fallen in the pee again, I would have been happy.
Okay.
Once
Right.
was enough.
Just as well I gave you my ring.
You head above ground. You find yourself in Old Korvosa. It does look an awful lot worse than the last time you were here. I think we actually found an image for it, didn't we?
There were big columns of smoke and stuff.
Yeah. I'll find it again. Yeah. Yeah. So, actually, you can hear some children. It sounds like there's some children singing nearby. So,
That's a positive sound.
indeed.
Depends on what they're singing. What are they singing? Yeah, not disturbing at all.
One of the children has fashioned a crude guillotine from sticks and pegs, and the children are using it to behead a collection of dolls.
Oh, the Emperor's got a guillotine, eh? Lovely.
No, that's the tool knife. We've seen the real one at the Emperor's Palace, one of the boys says.
And where's the Emperor's Palace?
Oh, that way, he says, and then runs off quickly, getting the distinct impression he hasn't seen it at all and has no idea. Children run away, singing merrily. Lovely song. That I need to add in. I forgot to add that into the sound effects. There we go. Right, you're heading to Vencarlo's, aren't you? Home.
I think that's probably should be our first port of call since he's gone missing. Or at least he's not been sending Cressida any messages.
Indeed.
Vencarlo Orsini has been sending messages to Cressida Croft and they've stopped. Well, it's not like we don't know where it is.
Indeed. So you head off in that direction. Yep. He as you head further down the street, you can hear someone Ouching. Actually, here he is now.
That's a very
So,
quiet ship.
yeah, I know. It's in the distance at the moment. So you get a bit closer. There's a man standing on a mostly empty street, above a mostly empty street, on his balcony above balcony above a bakery. So that's a balcony, okay. He's
A bakery
shouting.
balcony.
Yeah, he's demanding to know what the Queen's going to do about the mob, when she's going to repair the bridges. How long the quarantine will persist. His night clothes are billowing in the wind, and every so often the wind lifts them up a bit, and everyone gets a more complete view of him than he possibly wants. He goes, and another thing. What is it about the Queen and those lovely young ladies with no faces? Enough, he says, and walks inside and slams the balcony window.
Well, clearly his stay here has been good for his. Let's hope the same hasn't happened to Van Carlo.
Indeed. Let's see what we got. Huh. Shockingly annoying. Excuse me. Let's try something. Oh, that won't work. It's going to be the same old one, isn't it? It's the one I always have to use. That's going to be a shame.
The same alleyway.
Probably might be. I thought I had some more, but I obviously don't. Right, alley. See if I've got actually have an alley. No, I don't have an alley. Ah, hang on. I do. It's a bit bendy, but that'll have to do. That'll be a. Yep. Okay, and then I'm going to do that and that. Yeah, and then hit submit. Tried this before, see how well it works. Yeah, probably needed a bigger map. Be fine. Okay, you know, basically you duck into an alleyway knowing that basically as you get down the other end of it, you probably don't have your horse. You know, as you know, there's a shortcut if you cut through an alley, a very narrow alley at the other end of what most people treat as a dead end street, which is fine. Then
Aramis is probably still at the watch.
Yeah, that seems like an awful. Okay, so we shall go. There we go. And we'll do as you turn into the alleyway. It should be pointed out that there's some people standing there.
Any people in particular?
Yeah, they seem very
friendly people.
No, they seem to be standing there looking very self-important about themselves.
Uniformed people?
They appear to be all rather similarly dressed. It does have to be said.
You're beating around the bush.
I am indeed. I'm still setting things up in the background. So I'm just
word of Wallace. No point prevaricating around the bush, Gromit.
okie dokie. Yes.
Excuse me. Just passing through.
They all appear to be dressed thusly.
No.
Concerning.
Goes right.
Emperor's thugs.
Go right. You need to pay your tithe. One of them says, "Get your purses out and hand over your tithe." Yeah, yep, that's what you need to do. You need to pay your tithe. One of them says.
Well, a tithe is 10%, and 10% of nothing is still nothing. And since my purse is empty, I owe you nothing. If you'll just let me through.
I bet that confused.
I can't pay in cash, but I've got this thing that maybe it will bring up something that will satisfy you. And I'm gonna pull out my rod of wonder and activate.
How many minutes did that take?
Right,
Oh,
okie
it
dokie.
seems like cool.
To be
Roll
honest,
on
it took longer than I was expecting.
roll on the Wad of Wonder table. You're at the front. Isn't that a bit of luck?
For the rest of us, yes.
Twice my mistake. Take the first one.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I'll have to make another one.
Oh, this one was the 600. No, the first roll was the 600 butterflies that flutter around and blinding everyone within 10 yards.
Yeah, unfortunately, they flutter out of your wand. Therefore,
Okay, our dragons are now flying around excitedly trying to catch them.
indeed. Right, let's get this right.
As
That
is
should
the
be
cat. Without the flying.
okay. So, yeah.
And
Okay.
now, blinding within 10 yards, that means we're blinded too, right?
Yep.
Or I was up front.
In fact, you've blinded most of us and none of them.
When exactly did you become a worshipper of Desna, Sassras?
The only problem is that's only two. That's only that's only half the distance. It's supposed to be
5
10
inches.
radius.
5 inches,
5
10
inches,
yards.
10 yards.
Okay, then the scale is wonky.
No, the grid is the combat grid.
I halved the combat grid I halved the size of the combat grid. So yes, I don't deny that is the case.
Yeah.
Okay, so the tokens are too big is what the problem is. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Tokens are too big because I realised the fight the grid. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
You
it's all
placed the
good.
tokens, and then you changed the grid size, didn't you? In that order.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
And buffed the scaling.
I
why don't
buffed
you
the
just take all
scale.
why don't
That's
you
fine.
just take all the tokens off and replace them?
That's what I'm doing.
No, it's me being an idiot.
No, I don't mind you. I don't mind you guys want to resize yours. I'm just dealing with the EBCs.
NPABCs, I like it.
Number 8. There we go. There we go. Wonderful. Now we can get on with it. So, I need to go. Ruti is. Would be nice if auras worked, but anyway. I don't think blind's an effect. Is it? Oh, it is. Nice.
And she tucks the rod back in her pouch and goes, well, might want to be careful with that in the future.
Everyone has just basically butterflies flying all around them. I don't know if the bad guys have got ranged weapons. That could be fun. I'll find out in a second.
If nothing else, I think you just made Cease's day.
I get the impression. I think the dragons are probably enjoying.
Well, and Vorka
Their lunch.
and Thaddeus were outside the range, so.
Genian. And I think that's it. I think I've done everyone that needs to be blinded. They've been blinded. Okay, let's start the round. Thaddeus is up first.
let's go on hold.
Okay, that brings us to Vorka.
Okay, Vorka is going to multi-act.
Okie dokie.
Oh, you're kidding me. I just spent a penny to draw on the 3 of clubs. I've got the 2 of clubs.
Vorka is going to dart to there.
That's not fair. My word, Vorka's speedy.
Yeah, isn't it great? I'm going to create a damage field about myself.
Ooh, okay. F12. What trapping are you using for your damage field?
It's flame.
That's a bit noisy after a while. Sorry, what was that?
Wow, yeah, no, it's flames. Remember,
Flames.
I turned
Yeah,
into a burning ring of fire.
That's okay. Are you doing selective?
I can't do selective.
Does it say you can't?
Yep, it's not an available option.
Yes, but have you checked?
Yeah.
I thought I fixed it.
At the end of the affected character's turn, all adjacent beings, including allies, take.
I can't be selective. I shall remove it again then. It can't be selective. That's good. That's what I wanted. But it can't be selective. Well, actually, there's nothing to say it can't be selective. You just have to spend a power point to make it selective, don't you? Or do you think that's OP? Yeah. So selective is now an option on damage field.
Okay, then I will make it selective.
So until I get an official answer, still I get an official ruling that it can't be again. I added it in. Okay, so we're going. Walker's got an aura of wall of fire, and we need to take it down. What did we work it out? It was 0.2, wasn't it?
0.2 kind of puts an aura. Yeah.
Walker, do you like your ring of fire?
That looks kind of cool. Yeah, Vorka likes that. Vorka likes that. I need to come here, do this.
I'm going to make it slightly bigger. There we go.
That.
0.25 for a ring of fire, I think.
And it'll be 2d6, not 2d4. Just to... 1 for the selective, since I can do that. And the damage is 2, so that's 3. And then power points is 7 power points. In total for that. And then I'm going to chop this guy with my sword.
I thought I should add some butterflies in, so...
Oh, they're so cute.
Oh my gosh. So wrong.
There are some butterflies flying around. Not enough, obviously, but that's good enough.
I'm still very impressed.
Right, okay, so you have someone, and I'm just combat tracker. Combat tracker, there we go. Okay, you shake him. Your damage field kicking in. I do have to admit, Vulcan does look rather cool there with that damage field on.
He does, doesn't he?
And that is Vorka's turn. Okay, that's it.
Frash Tea-berry, you can't see anything. There's just hundreds of butterflies flapping around you. You can, but obviously it's very hard to see.
I know the general direction that all the bad guys were.
Indeed.
Because I don't have to see to cast a power.
No, but it will. You will suffer the penalty. Yes.
You do have to see to cast a power. Line of sight is a standard requirement for powers in Pathfinder, in Savage Worlds Pathfinder.
But it doesn't mean you can't cast it. You will just suffer the -4 penalty for being blind. Is what we're saying. On your cast. So you will basically your actual casting of the power is not affected, but basically the actual targeting of it will be.
Well, then probably not a good idea. Then I'm going to sit down on the ground and try to catch the butterflies with my hands.
That's so cool.
Okie dokie.
Because I can't see, I got to kind of wave my hands around her.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing is you can move out of the big red circle and then you can see.
No,
Yeah.
says Frances gonna plop her little butt on the ground and sit there, wave her arms around, and see if she can catch butterflies without being able to see them.
Well, the reason she can't see is because there's so many butterflies. So all you can see is butterflies.
Exactly.
I'm gonna try catching butterflies.
Okay. A genie. It looks like
And
a genius movie.
because Rudy was flying above us and just flying around, is he affected or is he in the safe zone?
No, basically anyone in Rudy's
Well,
basically
okay, well, no, he's just chasing butterflies then.
okay. Justus moves out of the butterfly zone.
Yeah.
Because he's got wings like butterflies, they might be friends.
Indeed.
Yeah. Our genie is going to fly around snapping at butterflies and eating them.
Yes.
Gastus bats butterflies out the way as he strides forward. And then when he finally sees one of these thugs, he says, all right, tithe, 10%. Fine. Here, have 10% of this. And he sticks the point of his rapier into him.
Okie dokie.
Exactly 10% of the length of the blade, I assume.
Yeah. And I'm going to
parries the blow with cunning efficiency.
You know what? I'm going to Benny that, and I'm going to remember the +1 for having 2 weapons.
You know, you only moved 8 inches. You don't need to be running to get there.
I moved 9 to get there.
Did you? Okay. I saw 8.
Not that it makes any difference, but does have 2.
He does have 2 weapons.
Not that it makes any difference on that attack roll.
Right, yeah.
But they're all carrying they're all carrying a big axe in one hand and a little axe in the other hand.
Fair enough.
You notice they seem to have quite a few of those little axes upon their bodies.
Chucking at people. Righto. Well, I'll give this fella, if I can hit him, 10% of my mango. I think I might have hit him as well. What a Benny's for if not to get used, eh?
Well, indeed. Actually, I need to check. In. Benny's going to have a lot of fun when she's the chosen, I suspect. It's really going to.
Oh, yeah.
No, you picked what I think is going to be the fun time to have it. Actually, ironically, you were the one who got it for the game last time.
Was I?
Yeah, do you remember you had to play the game on the table grabbing coins, didn't you?
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah. You're the chosen one when the match starts. Is all I'll say.
I eagerly anticipate this.
Another one bites the dust. Genia with Emperor's Fug number. Hey.
Request interrupt.
Okay. You let them shenan once, they'll shenanigan.
Ouch.
Anti-Benny!
Well, I just thought it was appropriate with this cloud of butterflies around us.
I agree. Well, I'm treating that one as an anti-Benny, I'm afraid.
That's fine. That's fine.
Logically speaking, targeting through the butterflies will cause the line of sight penalty.
No, well, first of all, you've got to beat a 17. here we go.
Fails to do so.
Right, so we'll pop up to 12. We'll jump a bit in the air. So the range is now 20.
How the hell did you jump 24 yards into the air?
Magic. Because I've got a broom of flying from the dragon sword.
Yeah, you gave him last
Indeed.
week.
That's
That was
absolutely
its
fine.
existence.
That's not a problem.
Um,
Will require an athletics check if you're going to try casting on it, though, because you need your hands to hold onto the broom.
oh, you would say that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would. I've
You
watched.
just did.
I've seen every time someone's flown a broom in multiple movies, including The
Could've just
Wizard of
said-
Oz.
I just could have said, I'll have a cape of wings, but I thought, no, I'll have a broom.
You have to hold on to a broom.
So how did you jump?
You're
How did you
sitting
jump?
on a wooden
Yeah.
pole.
The answer is, if everybody wants to know, is how come the cactus suddenly jumps 12 inches in the air? The answer is
Magic.
So you want a free athletics check to cast the spell?
I want a free athletics check to cast the spell, otherwise you're taking 14d6 points of damage.
There you go. That'll do.
Just bear in mind. Bear in mind. I'm not going to penalise you with unstable platform if you make that athletics check. So I am nice in that regard.
Right.
On a windy day, however, it will be an unstable platform.
So let's cast stun. Gets the raise. So
I will do this Dracomoni. I will let the bennies roll. Okay, what modifiers did you put upon this stun?
well, it's only a regular stun with a large burst templates as per the map.
What about?
So it's
Did you not have to put any range modifiers on or anything?
Probably, but we should work that out in a minute. It's only one per point to double the range.
Okay, I need Vorka to make a vigor check because he didn't say selective.
Oh, you bastard!
I gave you plenty of opportunity.
He did. He really did.
Vorka is unaffected by the stun.
Is expecting it because I mean we are after all talking about Thaddeus.
Exactly. But for the record, I did.
The blood lost.
I did give you every opportunity to say selective, but you didn't. Okay, we're at a -2 because you cast with a raise. Vorka is okay. Empress
This is why
Fug.
we get audience members to give us bennies, you know.
Okay, and then we get to do a vigor check at this one at -2. He's failed. He's stunned. These kids like singing, don't they? Ah,
They do. They're freaky.
there we go. Vigor check at -2 will be stunned.
You when we were kids.
True.
Yeah, I mean, what was it? Here comes the cat. What was the one that here comes the cat who likes you to bed? Here comes.
to light you to bed. Here
and
comes the chopper to chop off your hair.
But is that oranges and lemons?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. 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 Oh, Rigger Moses. That's it. That's just as nice, isn't it? Let's all die of the Black
Yeah,
Plague.
about the bubonic plague.
Okie dokie. Right. So where were we? Oh, yes.
If it's sung properly, I don't know what the Americans did to it. Sorry, guys, but why?
To run. That's not a problem. Okay, hit Thaddeus. It can really hit Thaddeus.
So, sorry, how did you get there? How did you move there?
These are the ones that basically were following you and are now ambushing you from behind. He's the first one. You can see other ones running down the
hang
other
on.
way.
And they're also 12 inches up in the air.
Oh, good point. Sorry.
I was going to say, the what?
I do apologise. I will take that all back. I'm keeping it. Well, I will take all that back and just do it a different way then.
He'll shoot you.
Yeah, he'll throw an axe, which is out of range. So he comes running in as you go flying up. I do apologise. And yeah, throws an axe as you go flying up. But obviously you beat him on his initiative. Therefore, it does nothing. Did you right? Not really, obviously. Bug number 3. I think he's recovering from being stunned. Stun status removed, so he gets up from being prone at the cost of 2 inches, and he's going to move to there. Oh, the grid's turned on. Let's turn that off. Snap the grid. Actually, no, he's not. He doesn't need to move to there because he's seen how efficient you are. He's just going to stand back a bit. He's just going to throw an axe at you instead. Be sensible about these sorts of things. Even with your dodge, he seems to anticipate the way you're going to dodge, I'm afraid, Gastus. And the axe thuds into you. Or do you turn aside at the last second?
Oh, I think I'm going to have to turn aside at the last second.
That's a big butterfly.
That's a very... It's a giant lunar butterfly.
Oh, okay. There we go.
That was meant to be a soak roll, not a reroll, but I dropped it in the wrong place. I rolled a 7 to soak.
Okay, you're absolutely fine. Where are you? There you are. Soak of 7. You turn aside at the last second. Stun removed, but remains vulnerable. Okay, he's going to throw a hand axe at Vorka and miss. Well, actually, he doesn't miss. It's a beautifully accurate throw. It just burns up as it goes through the wall of fire. Seems reasonable. Okay. Another thug's going to come running into there, but obviously he can't see through the butterflies, so he's just going to stop there. One next to Vorka's going to remain stunned. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Running. 6 gets into there. 11 gets into there. He's going to throw an axe at Gastus. A bit out of breath, so he won't help.
Damn them.
10. Standing up on the balcony. Oh, he's going to throw an axe at Gastus then.
Starting to feel you lot don't like me.
Come on, double roll. Did you just roll 2 damages? No, it didn't. I just did a ridiculous amount of damage to you.
You did, yes.
Hold on a minute, Tavis.
Oh, okay. I'm holding on a minute.
You got a nice card, have you?
He might want that one.
Well, tell you what, then I'll give you this one.
Thank you.
Actually, I've got a sound effect for this fight, and I forgot to turn it on. There we go.
You know what? I'm going to spend the Benny and actually make the roll. I'll soak one of them. That's fine.
Remain stunned. Oh, I've got the right sound effects.
This is a lot more crowded than I thought.
Okay, that brings us to Leia.
Well, first things first, my
Down a bit.
dragon's going to go wee and catch lots of. Because you've got to do the important stuff first, right?
Indeed.
You do.
Jenko's got to fly around and eat butterflies.
Yes, looking very happy.
Well, at
You
least
wouldn't be
some
well
people
just
appreciate
waving
garage.
hands desperately in front of your face, desperately trying to see what's going on.
I'm going to rely on my other senses. Close my eyes and mouth and move because my sense of smell works better anyway. And I saw what the pavement looked like beforehand, so I'm not worried about tripping over obstacles. So... let's see. I think I'm going to have to move around.
Yeah, you sort of stagger forwards and there seems to be no end to these butterflies, and in desperation you start running.
Go to there.
There. My word, I think
Come on, buddy.
I think you just land on that person, don't you?
Yes.
He is stunned and prone, so you land on the stunned prone individual. And gut him like a fish by the look of things.
He's extorted his last civilian.
Jenko's already acted. New round begins with Gastus going first, unless anyone wants to spend cards. Pennies, I should say.
Right. Do I unshake is the question.
Oh, hang on, that's my mistake. Hang on. Yeah. You'll have to do it manually.
That's fine.
I manually set you. I'm supposed to press the next actor icon to activate the automatic shaking, but I always forget to do that. So the answer is no, you
Well-
don't unshake.
No, I don't. So I will spend a penny to unshake.
And a minute to unshake.
And I shall say, Argenia, to me! And Argenia will be a good dragon and fly over and heal me.
Okie dokie. I shall accept that.
And then I shall head to here. And they've upset me. So I think this is a good time to play this card. Everybody gets +2 to all trait rolls for the rest of the round.
Okay. Lost Stan. Oh no, inspiration.
Yeah.
That's a card. Yeah.
So we shall multi-action and do several attacks.
I think he's a bit dead. have to admit, this map was considerably smaller than I thought it would be, and the huge wodge of butterflies is really limiting the size of my map.
If nothing else, it combines them.
You just hit. Okay. Oh, you know what? I've got plenty of bennies. Oh, well, that was a waste of a benny. Brings us to Sassafras. You still collecting butterflies?
No, she's going to get to her feet and with a sigh, she's going to move away from the sound of the battle and walk right into the guys coming after her, right?
Okay.
And go, oh hell, that wasn't the way I wanted to go. And then centering it on herself. Because, you know, I gotta do, anywhere I can cause trouble, I'm gonna cause trouble. Oh. I'm gonna hit these two with havoc. Just because. And because none of my people are in the area, I don't need to mess with them.
If you don't pay for selective, you'll hit yourself.
Well, then I hit myself.
Okay.
Distracted now, right?
Yep, with a raise.
That's okay. I've been like just really messing things up here today, so. Yeah, I thought the butterflies were cool. And the strength checks.
Okay, so Sassafras, you get to make a strength check at -2, and so do these guys. Fails, and he's going to take 2d4 damage. I'm not going to move him off the map.
Yeah, she stands her ground.
He does indeed. And this one has to make a strength check at -2, which is a 3. That's the damage he's going to take. And F5 is at -2 to do his strength check. Fails, he takes 6 points of damage, which doesn't harm him. They technically move off the map, but I'm not going to worry too much about that because I haven't got anywhere to put them if I remove them off the map, so it's all good. And Rooty's flying. What's Rooty up to?
He's absolutely fascinated by these little critters that got wings like his.
Okay.
So he's still chasing them around.
No problem at all. Gets us to Thaddeus on his broom of flying.
Yeah, so he'll move to the, that's 3 inches. He'll move again though. A minute.
Well, they're all distracted now. It's a good time to beat on them.
Right, I'll tell you what. I won't make you. I won't make you. I won't make you make athletics checks anymore. You're just on an unstable platform. Much easier. It's a nicer. It's a nice. It's me being nicer.
So, why is that long range?
Because you're 12 inches above them.
Is that bomb? I don't have bombing skill.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
That's the answer.
Yes.
That's the answer.
Yeah. So basically, that's fine. So we won't worry about the long range. So obviously, you drop it, it's going to deviate.
No,
It's gonna.
Let's ban it because we're friendlies in the right area. We'll take a 5.
Unstable platform, that's a 3. It's deviating 1 inch. That way.
Off a where?
You hit sassafras.
No, let's penny. I'll never say a bad word about a wonder. What that's worse, isn't it?
Hang on. I'm going to give you a penny back. I misread. You rolled a 6, didn't you? But you got a 4 in total, so you're fine.
Right.
I apologise. On the last one, because
casting summoning butterflies is nothing compared to accidentally firebombing your friends. Oops, sorry.
No. I hadn't noticed the unstable platform had kicked in. I was doing it manually, but it did work. So you did successfully cast with the first one, so it wasn't accurate. Therefore, you didn't just drop an alchemist's fire on. Sassafras. You should now be targeting both of them. So roll your alchemist fire damage.
In fact, you can move him away, but.
Oh yeah, you just fly by and drop it as you fly. Yeah, no problem at all.
So 9, 10, 11, 12.
Hang on.
So he ends up there, I believe.
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
just
ground.
curious. Right. They've put line of sight on this. So let's turn off line of sight. Not line of sight, but let's turn off walls. There we go. Someone had made them unclickable windows so you couldn't enter the buildings, which is fine until you fly. Right, do your alchemist fire damage. Okay. Bug number 5 is shaken. What happens to the other thug who is already shaken? Roll damage for him. He's unharmed.
Oh, they got off lightly, didn't they?
He did indeed.
Okay, and while we're here, she is going to cast Wall Walker with a raise.
Okay.
Just get off the street because this is like getting dangerous.
There we go. She literally just walks up the side of the building.
Okay, so then we move to Leah.
We move to Leia. Yes.
Is that one trying to run away down that alley?
No, they're more coming down the alley.
Oh, that's all right. If I go there, then I'll be a good greeting party when he arrives, won't I?
Well, indeed. There's quite a few of them. That's a hit with a raise.
Did that one take it out? Is a wound enough? Is he just a merc? In which case I'm going to do the Morpheus Matrix pose with the beacon to the new ones coming in.
Okie dokie. And Majenko's just going to fly around eating butterflies. No problem at all. Emperor's Fug number 2 remains shaken.
And they disappear after 2 rounds.
5. Duration is 5.
If these dragons are working at it, it'll be less.
Emperor's Thug 5 remains shaken. He just wanders over here. Dazed state. Emperor's Thug number 6 has recovered from being stunned. Yay. Basically, two actions with his offhand. He basically makes as if he's going to throw an axe at Vorka, failing his athletics check test, and then just swings anyway, completely failing to make Vorka vulnerable and therefore not getting a sneak attack. This one comes charging in and rugby tackles Leia, getting a 3. That's ridiculous. Getting a 7. So, you need to beat a 7 or you will be grappled.
On an athletics test, I assume.
Yes. You're fine. You just sidestep it with no problem at all. I've got to make it visible.
A Nemoisian eyebrow at him.
That's absolutely fine. Right, I am going to...
Assuming cats have eyebrows.
You got whiskers out above your eyes.
Are they?
It's to there. He's just going to hit you. He's just going to hit you. His battle axe.
No, he isn't.
It's not going to miss. Not with a 2. You're quite right. You're absolutely right. He's not going to do that with a 2. Let's try that.
Oh, now he might critically fail instead.
Do you know what? I'm coming to the conclusion that the dice really dislike me today.
Oh.
5, 6 to there. It's a battle axe swing at Sassafras. Oh, for crying out loud, my dice hate me today.
Oh, they just love me.
That's true.
You weren't in our Rise of the Rune Lords game on Sunday.
Oh.
So many critical fails.
Right. One
We've
of our
all been-
players managed to become a piercing through a troll's throat.
Fair enough.
He was half swallowed. We tried to yank him out the throat and it healed around him.
That's unpleasant. I'm afraid this battle axe does hit you. Because they are, at the end of the day, they are just piling onto you.
Well, I've got plenty of bunnies. I'll do something about that.
Don't forget you have a +2 to all trait rolls this round.
Ah, yes.
Yourself a +2. Ah, yes, see, Thaddeus forgot about the +2. A 6 will stoke. A 6 + 2 is 8.
It is, so that soaks all of it.
Does you avoid the blows? We'll put him down there.
If you put a
He can-
modifier box and then click the soak button, the modifier doesn't add to it.
It's unfortunate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hang on, wait a minute. That's because desktop dice acing is switched off.
Ah.
That's per thing, isn't it? You could turn it on or off yourselves.
Yes, yes, it's a pair thing.
Personal, I meant to say, not per thing.
Yeah, that's what I
I'm
meant.
a cat. Everything's a thing.
Exactly. That's obviously where I was going with that. Sassafras is shaken as a second thug attacks her with a battle axe. And then
I would like to point out that thug missed Sassafras because he's where he's moved. He's now blinded by butterflies, so was at -4 to hit.
the grid's snapping. There you go. Oh, this is getting... Oh, for crying out loud! This guy just trips over the body of the guy you just gobbled, and he just goes face down in the mud. That brings us to Vorka.
Okay, Vorka goes into a rage.
Vorka's a
Vorka's in a
barbarian.
rage.
I didn't know Vorka was a barbarian. Awesome. I need to update the video.
I will be taking. Yeah, I'm a cleric barbarian. I'm about to become a
Rage caster.
Rage prophet.
Mm.
Oh, I did not know. Oh, I need to update the video. I didn't notice you'd taken barbarian. Oh. I need to update the video for next week now.
And I will be taking 2 actions.
So Vorka tells people that he loves them, but he shouts it really loud in Goblin because love is scary.
Something like that, yeah.
I love you very much, but you won't like me when I'm angry.
Gunslingers and ninjas next.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not allowed. I'm prone. Oh, no, he's prone. There we go.
So, yeah, if they're basing them off Ultimate Combat, there's Gunslingers, Ninjas, and Samurai in Ultimate Combat. So they said they were going to do Ultimate Magic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ninjas. Ultimate Magic. Assuming, I mean, that's just speculating. I know they listed a third one, but I don't think I've got the third one they listed. Here we go. But Vorka's moving to there.
Person's going to take 3 wounds, and then I'll step over here and attack this one.
Okay. Then you're going to get to damage field both of them at the end of your turn.
And he'll take a wound. And then I will step over here to damage field these last 2.
Very nice. So I don't know what I'm doing there. Ignore me. You damage field them both. Go for it. Roll your damage field. Thaddeus seems to be handing out. Is he dropping Alchemist Fire on his girlfriend?
I think I want to Benny that. That's crazy.
I just find it really annoying she's got no range attack. I absolutely
There we go. That's better.
You could speed the fight up by just doing that. It's easier.
And then I scream. Kind of like that, but deeper, louder,
Yeah.
longer.
Well, that is called a Goblin Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Okay, Emperor Fug, number 14. Oh, well, he's going to have to come on from the top then, isn't he?
He's coming over the roof.
No, he's just going to come to there. He's going to get to there. He's going to stand back, and he's going to take a multi-action, and he's going to throw 2 hand axes at Vorka. Looks like one might have hit.
Oh dear, and Vorka's vulnerable because he had to wild attack.
I know, but his heavy shield of deflecting protected him, and he's raging. He's so angry he doesn't even notice the axe hit him. I mean, he didn't do any damage, but the axe was bad.
Although he did call attention to himself by doing that.
Yeah, quite possibly.
He just may not realize what a bad move that was.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, that's a very good point. Sorry. I get to, you were vulnerable. I forgot he's a rogue, so that's actually a sneak attack. So I'm not sure if 11 points of damage would have done
I
more
think
to
the
you.
most impressive thing about this is that he's not exactly big, you know. Orc is
Yeah,
quite small.
sorry.
And he's got
I know.
axes bouncing off him.
Sorry. I was reminded there. I was reminded that I did say if they're vulnerable, they get to make your sneak attack, and I got so used to failing to make anyone vulnerable. So I'm afraid he did actually shake you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like I said, he called attention to himself.
Indeed.
Well, thing is, you didn't make anybody vulnerable. Vorka made himself vulnerable.
Exactly. That's the point I'm making. I'm going to throw a hand axe at... Actually, he's going to try throwing a hand axe at Vendra climbing up the wall. And miss. So new round. Joker's wild. Gasta's got a Benny. I'm just going to shake you for testing purposes. I'll turn it off if it doesn't do anything. Yeah. See, I've just got to remember to use the next actor button, not manually pick you like I always do. And that fixes that problem. As long as I know that, it's my fault. Thank you for letting me be my guinea pig.
That's all right. So Gastus is going to sheathe his mangosh, scoop up one of the hand axes from the body at his feet, and make his way towards...
There you go.
Thank you. And make his way towards that chap there. Can I drop that on there? Should be able to. There we go. And as he does so...
I'm just going to click... I'm just going to click clear targets before you target. There we go. You're clear.
Okay.
You're fine now. I had some really dodgy targeting all over the place, so I wanted to clear it. That's a hit with a raise as you throw a hand axe back. Oh my word. I think you've thrown...
that looked good, didn't it?
Oh my word. Actually, the only way that could have been cooler if it was Deadlands and you seized the Pearl of Death and threw it back.
Yes. I will then give a little nod to Leia and Vorka, because I'm sure they can deal with what's going on there. And I will finish my move coming over this way, and using my boots of leaping and springing, will then jump up onto the roof.
I think that's a more sensible amount of butterflies.
So that's actually a 10 with the +2 from the boots of leaping and springing.
Rudy's all happy. They look like him. They're little, but you know they've got to be grown.
Our genie is going to go back to eating butterflies.
Emperor Fug number 7. Where's he? He must be down the bottom. Right. 4 gets him to there. 5 gets him to there. 6 gets him to there. He's going to have to run. 7.
Isn't that the rooftop where he is now?
Yeah, he climbs up onto the roof and throws an axe at Vendra. Missing. This one remains shaken. He's just going to move to there and start clambering up. But he'll get 2 inches up. 3 inches? Yeah, we'll say 3 inches to there. He doesn't get to the top of the roof. Shaken status removed. He's going to try... He's trying to edge around the butterflies. Masterwork back. Let me see. I think we're going to be a bit unpleasant. He's going to attempt to basically, again, he literally swings his battle axe at you, failing miserably to make you vulnerable. I don't know why I bother, and then just fails to hit you with a battle axe because I'm multi-actioned. No, I hit you. Ha ha. Okay. And Jiminy's saying let the bennies flow, so the bennies must flow.
Hooray!
Just as I just smack Sassafras into the middle of next week. You're not distracted by havoc on a soak roll, but that does mean you still take 2 wounds.
I'm gonna try again.
Do.
I got lots of pennies.
You kill most of them. It's getting quieter. You like rolling threes, don't you?
Yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for now.
Okay.
On my turn, I will deal with this in a more realistic way.
This one, having seen you take a lot of damage, just starts clambering up onto the roof. Nice, he's gonna get.
Where the dangerous people are, because I don't look dangerous.
And Jimmy Munker has now basically gone onto Twitch just to say let the bennies flow. So I'm going to allow that ingenuity. Just because he went to all the trouble of moving somewhere else. Okay, this one here is picks himself up from where he managed to fall on the floor. He stands up and swings his battle axe at the layer. Bring us to Vorka, who recovers from being shaken.
Somebody stole my kill.
Sorry.
Okay. Vorka will step up here next to Leia and chop on number 18.
Well, isn't that going to burn Leia?
No, selective
I'm not done
damage
yet.
field.
I'm not done yet. Oops, forgot the wild attack. That's why I'm missing. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-doop. Shaken. Yeah, you know what?
Hey,
let's
that's
go
enough for
ahead
Leia to
and-
finish off, you know.
Yeah, but I'm really mad right now.
Yeah, you are,
Sorry,
aren't you?
Leia. And then I will come running this direction.
He's gonna burn the butterflies.
Just a couple of them. I'm only right here on the edge.
He just wants them cooked. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And
Speed
that will
fry
be my
butterfly.
Sassafras remains shaken and bleeding.
Well, first of all, I'm going to spend the Benny to unshake.
Actually, that
And
impressed.
then I'm going to step just inside the butterflies so they have a harder time hitting me.
Sensible move. Although he will get a chance to hit you.
Well, that's fine.
Especially if he rolls that. He doesn't crit fail, but you step into the cover of the butterflies.
Trying to drink a potion of major healing. Let me see how you do.
Potion of major healing will heal you of 2 wounds and remove
Yeah.
your shaken.
Thank you very much.
So now I'm all fine.
You are indeed. And
And I'm
Rudy,
hiding in the butterflies. And Rudy's still trying to catch one of these little friends.
indeed.
They have nothing else that ride up entertain the hell out of the dragons.
You have indeed. Hmm.
As a free action, we cast Boost Tray.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to be a big GM mini here and say that he can't use Evil Eye on himself. Although there's nothing in the rules to say so. Is that what you say?
You can look down at your own body.
Well, aye, okay, fair enough. Evil eye on myself. And
It
boost
doesn't
save.
say you can't, and let's face it,
Well,
if you're
actually, in actual
if you're
fact,
standing up,
no.
you could look down and see your entire torso. So I can't see why you can't use it.
Well, no, I've just realised I'm actually doing evil eye on Empress number 7, right?
Okay.
Okay, I am boosting trait on myself. And then what we're going to do is fly down. And effectively land adjacent to him, although we won't actually be adjacent to him. And all the extra momentum we're going to put into colliding with him and attempt to push him that way.
Okay.
Speed.
You're pushing him that way. He'll land in the water, but it's not that deep.
Yes,
Anyway.
but it's anyway. Meanwhile, back at the OK Canal power roll.
I see if you're
Flex.
boosting your strength, are you?
Yeah, boost strength.
And again with the arrow effect. Now, turn it back on there. It does look very pretty without the arrow effect on. The butterflies are even prettier. Look.
Okay, 2D boost trait. Target
Kind of works
myself.
their own area effect without the circle.
Animated tokens will mean auras can get really impressive.
Mm.
The wish list tokens.
Well, if you change that to strength, then we'll make a strength roll.
It is done, sir.
So is this you roll athletics? You roll athletics, don't you? Because is that right? Aye.
Pretty much.
Or am I boosting athletics and I'm boosting in strength? That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, you
Like,
boost
so
your
what-
strength. You boost your strength, so make a strength check.
Yeah,
Although
Push
technically,
his strength.
push your strength. It's the one exception to
Aye,
using
it's
skills
the
as a
odd-
test.
It's the oddball one, isn't it?
It is.
Right. Okay. 9.
Are you happy
9.
with a 9?
No, I'm not. Because
How far did you move this turn?
how far did I move? Well, I've moved
12 inches vertically.
Well,
That's a +2 then.
Yep, that's
plus
an 11.
aye. So I'm, yeah, because I'm quite high up and I'm basically dropping. I'm swooping down.
Are you
Aye,
happy
got
with
this
an
die.
11?
Yes, I'll take the 11 and I'll collide him.
That's a success and a raise.
2 inches back.
Which puts them off the edge.
I didn't know there was a pool of water there. You lucky person. I wonder how deep it is. Not very, hopefully.
It's, what did I roll before? I rolled 11 points of damage, didn't I? Halved it. Fortunately, 2 inches back means he lands half in, half out. And that looks like a stone. That looks like it's made of stone. So I'm actually
Oh,
going to
you're right.
argue he
So he
sort
lands
of
on the edge of the
lands and
bathtub and
folds in
breaks his
half,
back.
basically. Yeah, basically. He does a Deadpool.
Right. So when so this one 13 is quite close to 13 is quite close to Sassafras still. So let's point at him and go, ha ha. No effect whatsoever.
Don't you need an edge to use persuasion as a test? Oh no,
Nope.
sorry,
Not
not anymore. Not anymore. Point take. I realised as soon as I said it. Whoops, no.
Well, technically, I would actually realised I've rolled persuasion. Me, said GM, I wouldn't let people roll persuasion as a test.
There's no limitation of what skills you use as tests anymore, is there?
Yeah, but it detracts from the fact that we have a taunt skill and we have an intimidation skill.
Doesn't matter. You're just talking, but you're persuading them to do something rather
I
than.
have 2 skills and not one. No, why you have 2
Well,
skills?
persuasion would be. It depends what you use it. I would argue, if you're using persuasion, you're basically flirting with them, as it were, to distract them. Because taunting them is making fun of them, intimidating them is trying to scare them.
But
So
the fact
using
is, we've got-
persuasion would be flirting with them to distract them.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
we've got 2 specific skills for tests. Do you follow me?
Then persuasion could also be, oh, you don't need to worry about me. You need to worry about him.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah. The point is, the point is, under Swade, you could use any skill to test, can't you? Not
But
called
you have to
tests anymore. What are
justify
they
to
called? Are they called tests? I can't remember now. They used to be called
Yeah,
tricks,
called
didn't they? They're called
Yeah.
tests. They used to be called
Yeah,
tricks, and you couldn't
used to
use
be called
persuasion. You couldn't use persuasion as a trick unless you had
An edge.
an edge. But in
Right.
tests
Snake oil
are different.
salesman in Deadlands.
Yeah.
So the tests have made easier, but somehow I think I've lost the flavour of it somewhere.
No, I don't think so. It's down to you just have to describe how you're using that particular skill as a test. That's all it is. Taunt and intimidation are just built in easy ones because they're easy enough to work out, aren't they? You're taunting someone
And
or you're
they also
intimidating
have
someone.
edges. They also have edges.
them.
Improve on them.
Exactly. Leia, we're delaying your action, so what do you want to do?
Where'd all of my things to kill go?
Everyone
Okay,
killed them.
I guess I'll wander down back this way towards the butterflies then.
Walker got angry. Basically. Nice little Walker. He suddenly just went frothing at the mouth and basically everything around you died very rapidly. Apart from the one that Thaddeus put an axe through their skull with.
May as well run, I suppose.
The butterflies are very cute.
True.
I like that. That's another round. We're on to round 4. Those butterflies will be gone in 2 rounds. But it's Sassafras Teaberry first.
Oh, let's see. I'm
What is
still
with the 2 and
inside
3 of
the
clubs
butterfly.
and me?
Moving away from where the guy hit me, and I'm going to move in this direction to get out of the butterflies. And I'm going to realize, oh, there's a couple of them over here. Let me see. This is a cone template. Let me see if it works for both.
Be warned, one's halfway up a ladder and one's on the ground. Can't target both of them with a cone template.
Then I'll just bolt one of them.
Yeah, that's by all means. Or you can obviously multi-action and bolt both of them. It's just because of the nature. I mean, I know you might physically be able to draw the cone template that hits them both, but it's a case of one's on the ground and one isn't, so you'd have to choose between the two, if that makes sense.
That sucks. I'm going to Benny it.
Go for it.
That's better.
That's a hit. Roll for damage. Sound effect. I'm not going to.
Oh, I've just figured something out. It's a cone, isn't it?
Got that one.
That works.
So it's, a cone is the same in all dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
So if instead of being 1 inch up, if it was 1 inch to the side, makes no difference. It's the angle doesn't. The angle doesn't change.
I got that one, and Rudy's still chasing butterflies because, well, they could be friends.
Indeed.
I automatically advanced it, so you just went past Forca.
No, I didn't. I didn't press anything. Walker, you're up, sir.
Okay, well, there's only one guy that's still on the ground. Vorka's going to run over here and chop him one.
Yeah. You get clear of the. You go charging through the butterflies, but singeing them as you go. You burst out. The guy just takes one look at you, and obviously there's a
Christ, oops,
obviously
again,
there's a
that's
hole in
wild.
that there's obviously there must be some sort of hole in that large water receptacle next to him because there's a puddle underneath him. Hit.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure. There we go. I forgot to put it on before I attacked, so.
Well, it doesn't make any difference when you do that much damage.
Yeah. And then I will spend the last of my move to come over here and growl up at this guy. I don't think I can reach him, but I'm going to get close and kind of, you're next.
Okie dokie. Scary. Brings us to Thaddeus Wild Soul.
I think what we'll do is just let's have a pot shot at this guy over here. Stop him. Just to the off chance I hit him. Okay, let's Benny it. I've got a few of these Benny things.
You got even more of those conviction things.
I know, but no, it's not going to happen, is it?
In fact, you've got more than you've got more twice the number of conviction points that Leia has Benny points right now.
I know.
Vendra.
So whatever anybody's saying right now, I can't hear.
I don't think anyone was saying anything.
Said Vendra.
Right.
I said.
Right. Anyway, meanwhile, back at the plot, what anybody said there. So, because I accidentally pulled the wire out of my headphones. That was clever, wasn't it? So, yes. So she'll just do. She'll shout "Cooey" because apparently you can do that.
I'm afraid she's obviously not that persuasive. I think the problem is maybe he bought one of those one of her potions for a loved one and it didn't work. That's why he's upset.
It's just trouble. The fact is, the pair of them are having a bit of a bother seeing the guy running off into the night with all these butterflies.
Now, if I were you, dear fellow, I'd just surrender now, or I'll have to feed you to the goblin. And I will reach down and offer him my hand to help him up. It's not really a test, but it probably is a persuasion.
So you've taken him from hostile down to uncooperative. With a rage, you take him from hostile to uncooperative. Okay, this guy
Nope.
remains shaken. Okay, he's just going to basically clamber up over this roof in a desperate attempt to escape. Unless anyone stops him, he's definitely making a break for it. And this one actually going to do the same thing. So I bet we might be into a Walker chase mode. I'm going to move him. He's going to basically jump down, trying to make an athletics check, failing miserably. This might be a very short run. He lands badly. Might be okay. But he has to pick himself up, so he only gets 9 inches, which gets him to there. Which means if I go back to here, yeah, looks like we're just going to have a run into. If Walker gives chase, we'll have a run into into the black area. That brings us to Leia.
Okay. Hang on.
Right, let's see what I've got. That work?
Okay, I'm trying to see the bad guy, and I cannot see the bad guy. Oh, he's down there. Is he on the roof?
No, he's on the ground. Is that?
Sorry, he's on the
No,
ground.
plus
What?
4. He's actually up on the roof.
He scampered up the ladder.
Okay. Well, in that case, I think I'm going to see how far I can run first. What's that? Looks like an edge. 9, okay. In that case, all I'm going to manage to do is get to there, so it matters not.
There we go. I'll give him a bit of ground to run away on. Flying to there. Okay.
Cool.
With Sassafras gonna go Joker. Sassafras is up
Are there
first.
any of these in my range? The guy up on the roof.
The cards hate me.
The one up.
I'm gonna. Is he in my range?
He's 12 inches away from you.
Edge. You'll never get a card lower than a
I'm
5
more
then.
concerned. Can I see him?
Yes,
I've
you can
never
see
won
him.
above the 5
Yeah.
today.
You can cast it
Yes.
range. You can cast it behind them at range 10.
No, I'm just gonna move up a little bit. It's not a contact range, and I'm gonna bolt him because hey, it's a
Sorry.
jerk. Coward's trying to run away.
That's a successful bolt. Roll the damage. You zap him in the back as he's clambering up the roof, whimpering.
I don't think he's whimpering anymore.
No, he's most certainly not whimpering anymore.
And Rudy's still chasing the butterfly.
Adios, wild soul.
That is well. So, I think what we'll do is go to. Yes, let's run this guy down. As I swoop down upon him using a broom to give him the brush off.
Okay, go for it. That's better. Sorry, I'm just trying to sort out a better background.
If we get rid of that chap, it's a clean sweep, isn't it?
Yes.
There we go. That's much better. Much more room to have him run away on.
Right, my dice are broken.
Do you have an adventure card play, Thaddeus?
I do, but
Well, there you go. If you've got a penny to spend, that might be useful.
nah. Let's be stupid and spend bennies.
Okay.
Well, why
We'll
do
give
you?
you that,
What?
Cat.
What
We'll
are
give
you?
you
Are you?
that.
Are you just? Are you trying to get to 20 conviction? Because you could spend some of them.
No, that'd be silly. Combat, where were we? Right, sorry, see, he distracted me. Why am I missing?
He's got parry 6. And you haven't rolled better than a 5 yet.
Well,
Well,
that'll probably be it.
Oh, that's expensive. Right, okay. I might use that card after all then, eh?
You'll still have to spend a penny though, because instead of rolling.
I know, I have to spend a penny, but at least it's a penny. At least it'll work.
That's a hit with a raise. All the damage.
That's the lowest in pennies I think I've beat all campaign.
You've got your raise damage.
Yep, you forgot your raise damage. Roll a raise dice. Drag it on and drop it, and we'll see what we get. That makes it a 10. It's me. Right. I think we're going to have to tidy some stuff up. We'll move you back. Clear out the death markers. And I am...
Are they all actually dead, or are some of them just like...
Oh no, I'm afraid I because it wasn't rolling for them. I'm going to have to say none of them are in a talking state of mind. I'm afraid to say.
Joy.
However, what I am going to say is some weird freak of obviously some weird freak of the magic. Eventually, after a time, the butterflies do dissipate slightly. But we're adding Old Korvosa and Laura, I think, just to remember the inaugural use of the Wonder. For some reason, the butterflies never, ever leave the alley. And they do seem to be immune to the effects of weather. And due to the fact that there are constantly, forever butterflies just flying around down this alley will eventually be renamed to Butterfly Alley.
That's so cool.
Oh, see, I knew it was the right thing to do.
So,
It was like
it is quite
Oh, you
potential.
did.
It may well be the case that if you end up having another fight, we may end up having to have it on Butterfly Alley.
I bet the Church of Desna are going to love that and move in.
They may well do. I like it. They may well indeed. So, anyway, you have successfully dealt with them, and after that, you get to Ben Carlo's house. It's a humble building just east of his academy, at least where his academy once stood, for the once proud structure is no more. Burned to the ground in what appears to be a recent fire.
Oh dear. Well, I suppose I'm never going to have a fencing lesson there then, am I? Oh dear. I do hope he wasn't there when it burnt down. That could be why he's not... You best check his house.
Right.
Did he leave the door unlocked?
Let's have a look. Did he leave the door? That's a very good question. Well, actually, the door isn't locked when you try it. The only door into Vincola's home is closed but not locked. The building's interior is warm but quiet and unlit. But it's daylight anyway.
Hmm. What's the sort of dust level? Can that gauge? Can that gauge how long it's been since somebody was here?
Well, okay, you open the door, and I'm going to say you and Leia stepped in just because that's how the map positions you both.
Yeah.
You didn't even knock. You going to call out?
Yes, actually I am. Master Orsini!
And I'll use my sense of smell to see if I can detect anything pertinent.
I wonder if anybody's going to try to detect undead.
Would anybody like to make a survival check? Because obviously survival is tracking these days.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's a good question. Is there any undead? Is the guy still alive?
Are you going to spend an action to detect undead?
Well, it depends what roll survival for.
Obviously, I will allow your sniff to tell you the same thing. Building does stay. There is a slight stale, musty smell. Is the best description I can give. As if, although it's not very dusty, you get the distinct impression that no one's disturbed the dust in here for some time, Leia, from the smell of it.
This place isn't lived in, or at least not currently.
There's something else, but you just get the hint of another smell, but it obviously from here it's too subtle for you to determine anymore. No one made their survival check, so that's fine.
This place has my hackles on end. Keep your wits about you.
Well, I shall do my best.
So, looking into the room, you're into the entrance. An elegant and colourful Voldrani throw rug covers much of the floor of this otherwise empty front room.
That's easy for you to say.
Let's wander in.
I was going to say, can we Benny the survival check? Yes.
Is that actually a lit fire in the fireplace, or is that just they've got an image of a lit fire in the otherwise abandoned house?
The living room.
Oh, sorry, did you hear what I said there,
There is as you look down the hallway, I wasn't listening, I was working something out. A fire burns brightly inside the hearth. What did you say, Thaddeus?
Can we Benny the survival check?
Of course you can.
Right, okay.
You want to?
Benny the survival check of D6.
I don't think that ring of fire is still around for.
You can't play another card because, of course, you played one, dear boy. But you could give the epiphany card to someone else to give them the epiphany of survival.
Oh no, that's right. I can't play the other card because it just says, "Does anybody want epiphany?"
Sure. I'll go on. I've got smell if somebody else wants it.
I can play it because I've got a second play, but right, I'll give you that one back.
That would give you D6.
It would. Let's make a survival roll. I'll use my stealth because it's a D6.
Annoying that the links don't work on that. I'll have to work out one day. Are you happy with a 4?
You know what? Since you've asked me if I'm happy with a 4, the answer is no.
Hang on, hold up. Survival is smart. Stealth is So if you so if you are going to use your stealth as a survival, we have to take one off the result.
Sorry, I will use common knowledge instead.
Okay.
And you know what? I'll do another Benny on that.
Oh, there's a 6. There's another 6.
Well, I'll be happy with a 15.
Oh, you're happy with 15?
I'm
okay.
happy with 15.
Okay. So yeah, you now determine there hasn't been much traffic for some time. Probably for about as long since you determine. Cressida said she hadn't heard from him for a couple of weeks, didn't she, or 3 weeks? I'm going to say.
Yeah.
So yeah, you reckon it looks like about 3 weeks. However, you do notice a few smears in the dust, suggesting someone very stealthy has been in the building at least once in the interim.
Everybody keep your eyes out. There could be somebody else here. Look, there's a scratch in the dust there. And here, a small bend in
There's a mark on the
splinter.
wood. There's a scratch on the woodwork. Anyone can move in. Sassafras, the sassafras is blocking the door. I'm not sure why, but sassafras seems to be blocking the line of sight through the door. Never seen that before, but I don't know why that's happening. I'm just curious. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I'm going to head down to this living room.
You're not going to worry about any of the intervening doors?
At the moment, no. I'm more worried about the fact that there's a fire lit in an abandoned house.
Yes, indeed. 2 large sofas face a brick fireplace. A fire burns brightly inside the hearth, despite the fact the building seems abandoned.
Is she on a curtain or an illusionary wall? Or a shadow
Trying to
caster?
unblock the line of sight.
Is there a fire guard or fire screen?
For some reason, that door seems to be blocking line of sight. I don't know why. Oh, hang on. Are you some of you guys? Ah, I know what it is. They put there's a wall. There's a wall to divide the ground floor from the upper floor. So let me move you guys past the wall. That's what's going on. There you go. Sorry, what did you say, Gastus?
Is there a fire guard or fire screen in the living room?
Doesn't say. Doesn't look like it, does it?
Oh, yes, there is. I will spend a penny for Vencarlo to have been a sensible chap that keeps a metal mesh fire screen in, which I will put over in front of the fire just in case something weird is going on. And then at least if anything bursts out of the fireplace, it will knock it over and make a clattering sound and we'll hear it.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's wooden floors. I wouldn't want a spark to come out and set the place on fire or anything. That would be bad. Anything in those rooms there?
You asking me?
I'm asking my companions. If I get no answer, I will come back and push this door open.
I've been trying to get through this doorway for quite some time. Some force seems to be stopping me.
It's a window.
That's because it's a window.
That would explain it. It would be the force of me being an idiot. A powerful force indeed. I feel rather stupid now.
I did say, in all fairness, I did actually say, it's not your fault if you didn't pick up on it.
Well, technically, we are intruders and we're trying to get
single door
through the window. Seems fine.
I'm just stopping you for a very good reason. Those exploding dice was me making a roll for you, Gastus.
Was it? What have I not noticed or noticed? Oh, right, okay.
Northwest corner.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get the fire screen and put that over there.
Let me just do the study because Laz just walked into the study. A single leather chair sits at a desk while two cabinets filled with books and sword fighting and philosophy stand to the east. The papers on the desk are mostly accounting documents and ledgers of Vencarlo's Academy. It appears that up to the death of King Eodred II, Vencarlo's Academy was doing rather well, but then business turned bad as students failed to show, and Vencarlo took an increasing number of breaks from teaching. The rest of you up to? Other than Gastus and Leia, that is. You've all got at least an action to manoeuvre.
Mm-hmm. Well,
obviously my action that we said at the beginning was to detect undead, so that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, you don't. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. You don't. You do not sense any undead.
Sassafras is just going to try to cautiously move up behind Leia and Gastinius.
That's absolutely fine. I shall allow that. Go for it.
Okay, yeah, there, that's good enough.
I'll just open this door here. Anybody here?
You're going into the bathroom. This room contains a freestanding bathtub and toilet. Volker, I'm assuming you've opened that door in front of you.
Yes,
This well-stocked workshop for decorating and repairing bladed weapons, several partially repaired daggers and rapiers lie on the floor. None appear to be particularly valuable. Sorry, I can't speak now.
I regularly have that issue.
Going in it.
Yeah, although sometimes funny.
Okie dokie. I'll let everyone else move and then we'll deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else doing anything before I react to Gastus's impetuous act?
No.
Well,
we know you're just waiting. We know you're just waiting for one of us to kick something off so you can call it for the day. So we're giving you that chance.
Vorka is going to go in and kind of look over like some of the tools and what have you that are in here. See if any of them look interesting for maybe working on his hand-carved medallion.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to take a wander to that room there. Totally oblivious to what's going on.
I am going to. That's just as you turn to attack. You realize you basically a figure moves out of the shadows towards you.
Okay.
And that's the cliffhanger for today. This is what he looks like.
Ah, so I was right. It's the bloody red mantises.
It's Deadpool, the Power Ranger.
Gastus,
Mm-hmm.
you are the chosen when it comes to red mantis encounters.
Really? Hurrah!
But that's where we shall leave it for today, as the red mantis assassin responds to your attack. Where we shall leave it. Hope you enjoyed that one. I'm just tidying up everything in the background. Here we go. I think I've dealt with everyone there. I think I've sorted out what they do before they what the red mantis does when you enter the building. That and that. Okay. I should also point out that you suddenly hear on the floor above basically a muffled whumph sound.
Oh, that can't be good.
So that's where we shall leave it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Thank you
one
very
and all. We shall see you all next week. I believe I've got rippers
Right, yeah.
Sunday, don't I?
Lots of fun, as always.
Indeed. Oh, damn, we haven't dealt with the lodge. Oh, no, Rippers was last Sunday, so I've got a week off. It's in the Sunday week. I need to send out the lodge description. So, yep, see you all for Curse of the Crimson Throne next week. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.
Bye, folks.